In accordance with the Children's Online Privacy Protection Act, this video is not intended for children under the age of 13.
How have you been, Your Highness?
Very well, Lieutenant Gunther. And all the better for seeing you again. I thank you again for the valor you showed in assisting me that night.
Not at all. I was just relieved to see you were unharmed, Highness. It wasn't until I saw my friends gawk at that medal that I realized how special it was.
You truly are a rare individual. It is the duty of a nation to acknowledge and reward the loyal deeds of its people. Medals and trinkets are the only form we have, but we ask that you wear them proudly.
Yes, ma'am. And thank you, Your Highness.
I hear your accomplishments do not end with that knight's bravery either. The stories of your accomplishments suggest I owe you a great deal more than that. Lieutenant Welkin Gunther, step forward. In honor of your manifold accomplishments, you are hereby awarded this honor.
Highness, it's an honor.
Welcome back to Comic Plays Valkyria Chronicles. I am the comic foil, and we just got the Lance of Gallia award. Oh, and another thing. What's this one? Crimson Heart. So this is the new thing now that we've met the princess, this is like a new thing I can do.
May your allegiance to Gallia stand firm, evermore.
I guess this is kind of like their achievements, and to actually collect them once I've gotten everything I need, I have to go visit her. That's pretty cool. We can look at what those actually are later. Got anything new for me, buddy?
Hello again, son. I'll teach you Heal All today.
That sounds pretty useful, actually.
Use it to request a full medical team to heal all wounded allied units. Well, what is your decision?
That definitely sounds like a good use of money. Or a good use of experience, rather. 10,000 is a lot of experience, but we got a lot of experience from A ranking the last mission.
I hope my orders can assist you in saving the nation. I hope we'll meet again. Should you wish, you can likely find me here.
I feel like he must have some sort of significance, because he refused to give any sort of name. Maybe that's just because he doesn't have an interesting name to speak of, but considering how much, like, Ellet appears in things,
That's a good man.
you know, they usually use these side characters for things. Okay. Princess kidnapping foiled. A wall-exclusive scoop. Early morning on the 23rd, Princess Cordelia was abducted and taken forcibly from the grounds of Castle Randgries. I'm so bad at saying that one. But also, I like that they note that this is an exclusive, because, like they said, the media isn't covering the abduction, so as not to, like, ruin things with the Federation. Subsequent investigation has shown the culprit was Federation Ambassador Townshend. In Gallia, on an official visit, after a banquet at the castle, he forced the princess into an armored vehicle he had prepared and made for the port. Thankfully, his escape was thwarted by members of Squad 7 and the Gallian militia, who safely recovered Princess Cordelia in time. The Gallian government has declined to address this matter publicly, likely in an effort not to endanger relations with the Federation, while Gallia remains locked in combat with the Empire's forces. So as far as anybody wants to admit right now, Townshend was acting alone in that, and was not asked by the Federation to do it. Whoops, that's not the one I wanted to select. Militia Lieutenant Decorated. That's me. Castle Randgries Audience Hall saw an award ceremony on the 28th in which Militia Officer Lieutenant Welkin Gunther, 22, was presented the prestigious Gallian Medal of Honor, given to those who have gone above and beyond the call of duty in service of Gallia's interests. The unicorn emblazoned medal was presented by Princess Cordelia herself, who also graced the young soldier with wishes for his continued loyalty. After the ceremony, Gunther addressed the press, saying that he hoped to do right by this honor by becoming a better man and officer. Medal hung proudly around his neck. The Gunther family has a rare distinction of being among the first to receive this highest of awards twice in as many generations. Oh, I'm like my dad.
I've got new material.
Oh, yeah, so instead of going straight to Chapter 10, we can actually get a new thing here with all of our... Oh, that's so much gold. You're killing me, Elliot.
Thanks a million.
Okay. About Squad 7's R&R.
Come back and see the writing on the wall again soon. I'll be waiting for you.
Alright, well now that Elliot's bleeded us of most of our money, let's spend the rest at R&D.
Welkin, bro! I'm stoked you're here, man. What can I do you for?
Now, as far as developing weapons goes, the episodes where I was asking you guys about that haven't come out yet, so I haven't gotten to see your answers, but, what people are telling me is that, like, what I'm seeing online is that each of these are different weapons that you can choose to equip. Each of these 3 branches, that is. So I think I want to go for firepower first with scouts. If you have enough money, you might as well buy all of it.
For you, bro. It's done.
But yeah, that's already like most of my gold, so I'll come back here later, I guess.
Soon, bro. I mean it, man.
You know, if you have the expendable money, you should try and get everything. But that chances are you're going to be making certain choices. So for scouts, I think I want more damage. Accuracy might be good if I'm doing that for, like, snipers, maybe, but I think I generally want damage on everything. Correct me if I'm wrong. But okay, let's start by getting all of the... Oh, no, I only have 2 that are still level 6. Okay.
Good work, maggots. You're one level closer to human.
Cool.
Looks like this should be the new potential out of the shock troopers.
Yeah, so shock troopers are going to have more potentials now. Okay, and I do not have enough to fully upgrade everybody else. So, again, I gotta make my choices here. I like how engineers are always so cheap to upgrade. So what do I want to pick this time? I could do engineers and scouts, or I could pick one of the others for now. I'm gonna do snipers. Because, yeah, I agree with the assessment that, like, snipers start off bad, but the better they get, the more excited I get for what they could become.
Closer to human. Looks like that should be the new potential out of the snipers.
Okay, great.
Come back anytime you're ready to sweat.
Yeah, I'm done sweating for now. We're gonna go back to book mode. And we'll take a look at this new episode that we've added here.
Report. Squad 7's R&R.
Oh my gosh, is this a beach episode? Oh, it is. We're gonna see them all in their beach outfits, aren't we? I usually find these kinds of things kind of really pointless, unless they're well written. Like, at least there's a chance to, like, really delve into the characters by just seeing them all relax and see a new side of them, but most of the time it's just an excuse to put the characters in bathing suits, and that's just not super interesting to me.
Oh, back into the field again? Militia ever heard of time off?
Like in Fire Emblem Awakening and Fates,
I'm sorry.
that was all just,
Here so early.
like, the beach missions for those
I had news for
were
Squad
always
7
kind of just
pressing
pointless to me.
The higher-ups were watching, both during your recovery of the princess and elsewhere. In recognition of those accomplishments, you and I are being granted special leave.
Ooh!
That's great news.
Are you serious?
Music to my ears.
How wonderful.
It doesn't actually show any of there, but yeah.
We've been granted access to a stretch of shoreline owned by House Randgreaves.
Randgreaves.
House
I always say that
Randgreaves
wrong.
owns a stretch of shoreline?
In other words, our orders are to cut loose and relax on a posh private beach.
No way. That princess really knows how to up the morale, don't she?
The whole place to ourselves. Talk about luxury.
Yeah, for how long they've been in the service, I don't think Rosie and Largo have ever been treated this well.
Hey, but what should I do? I don't own a swimsuit.
Oh no, she doesn't own a
Let's go shopping.
swimsuit.
I'll pick out something nice for you.
Okay.
Wow, it's been years, huh? This should be fun, though, Ys.
Yes.
We'll leave as soon as you're ready. You've earned this break. Enjoy it. Dismissed.
So of course you're gonna have like the girl who's really comfortable with her body, and then you're gonna have the other girls who are like not comfortable with their body because they're like so shy, and there's, you know, there's a waifu for everybody. I'll try not to be super judgmental, you know. Enjoy, guys. Using guys as a neutral term, enjoy everybody. Everybody should enjoy. I do love the umbrella on the Edelweiss, though.
You can really tell this is a private beach. It's beautiful. The water's so blue. There's not many places this well preserved around anymore.
Wow, maybe I take it back, because look at Welkin's, like, old-timey freaking full-body swimsuit here.
Hi, Welkin.
Buh?
Swimsuit was Rosie's idea. Really, I tried to tell her no.
Yeah, I bet you tried super hard.
I wasn't sure I could pull it off.
You are literally
What do you think?
drawn and designed to pull it
Do I
off.
look
Sorry,
okay?
sorry. No, I said I wouldn't take the piss out of it.
It's great, actually.
I mean, of course I'm happy that they're flirting, because I like these two together.
Yeah. That is... You're as pretty as a white-winged gull.
I look like a seagull?
Yeah. Those wings are just gorgeous.
Okay, so that was a compliment?
You bet it was. The white-winged gull is just about my favorite bird.
Okay. Then thanks, Welkin.
Honestly, that was a,
Someone's
like,
taking this private beach
good way to
thing
handle it rather than
too
just
early.
saying, like, whoa, you look really
It's already
hot.
hot enough as it is.
Rosie!
Don't try to pretend. You picked the raciest suit just for the lieutenant. The nerve of some girls.
Rosie, you're the one who told me to get it!
Whoa,
Okay,
come on.
someone's going in the water.
Okay. Don't lose your top.
Hey! Hey, Welks.
Oh, hey, Ys. You having fun?
I am.
I like her hat. She would have a big sun hat. These are the two who put on
Since we've come to
sunscreen.
the beach, hasn't it?
Yeah.
That reminds me. Weren't you afraid of the water, Ys? I remember you clinging to that floaty Porcavian. We tried to drag you out and you started bawling.
Welkin. I was barely a toddler then.
Right, sorry. You must be a great swimmer by now.
That's none of your business.
Because she's not. Excuse me, where's Largo's beach body? That's okay. We still got some scenes left. So I think Asara does like Welkin, actually. I know it's kind of squicky because they were raised as siblings, but they're not literally siblings.
Welks!
And it's easy to forget, like, how long Asara and Welkin, like, hadn't seen each other while Welkin was away at school and doing all that. You know, he hadn't been in her life very much lately before this war started. So there is kind of a thing here where, like,
Here goes, Welkin!
those kinds of comments bother Ys because she wants him to see her now as a woman, but to him, she's still, like, this little baby girl that he grew up with. Oh, we brought the pig to the beach. That's okay. Wasn't there used to be a place where it was a beach full of wild
down goes
pigs?
the boss. Man, those kids got too much energy.
Which sounds like a really great vacation spot, and I'd love to go there, but I think they closed it down because the pigs were eating the sand and getting sick. Like, I don't know if the pigs were there, like, naturally. Like, they were wild pigs in that they were, like, released there, but I don't think that was their natural habitat.
Oh no. Then why did you just sound like my grandfather,
Yeah. You sure you don't want to go for a swim? I thought you liked that.
Nobody wants to see me running around in a skimpy suit like those kids. Not at my age.
It doesn't have to be skimpy.
Whatever you say, Granny. You're no better than I am, are you?
You haven't changed a bit since the day you enlisted. You still can't recognize a joke.
And you still got a mouth on you. Think I'd keel over if that changed.
Thank you for the lovely compliment.
Come to think of it, didn't we all go to the beach just after we enlisted?
Yes, we had a big seashell hunt competition. I don't think you found a single one.
I remember. Yeah, that was a wild time. Then Frederick winds up soaked to the bone.
Largo. No Frederick stories.
Oh man, who's Frederick?
Oh, hey. I'm sorry.
Oh, who's Frederick?
No. I should apologize. I'm going for a little walk.
Did she have a husband or a lover? Oh no, who's Frederick? See, I was complaining before, but I do think this is I'm not annoyed at the episode. I think this is actually very cute. And, you know, I like these characters and I want to spend time to them. It's just how everything has, like, a beach episode.
East, over here. Pass the ball over here.
I mean, like, there's a girl in a bikini. Like, girls are allowed to wear bikinis. That's not gratuitous. That's something that people do. It's just how, like, every anime has this.
Hans, did I hit you with that? I'm so sorry.
She nailed the pig.
That could go on a
All by yourself,
Valkyria
huh?
Chronicles out of
Why don't you go join
context
them?
blog.
Nah, that's not my thing. Always have to play it cool, huh? So what, did your journalist duties call you to the beach, or are you just bored?
Rosie could also just be really miserably bad at volleyball. Like, I'm miserably bad at volleyball. I hate playing
I'll be
volleyball.
there. If I'm spending a day at the beach, I'd rather be with my boyfriend. Oh ho ho! You got yourself a boy, do ya? Color me jealous. Right? But there's times when I feel envious of you all, too. I interviewed a good chunk of Galia's army, but I didn't see any other units like yours. True comrades. The bond you guys have is really a cut above the rest. Now get over there already. They're all waiting for you. Well, I could take pity on them. And it's not like chatting with an old married lady is any fun. You're a piece of work.
Ellett has said before that, like, Welkin is handsome and stuff like that, but I think
guys,
that's more of
make
just,
room
like,
for me.
a tactic for the interview, / also just acknowledging that a story will play better if the subjects are, you know, young and attractive.
The fray. Rosie, think you could pair up with Isara?
She's got a little bit of that Rita Skeeter energy, but more wholesome.
Sure, fine. Isara, pull your weight or you're swimming.
Okay, I'll do my best, Rosie.
Oh, they are friends now.
All right. Throw the ball, Isara.
Okay.
God, don't hit me with it. You're supposed to throw it that way.
Wait, they're throwing a ball, so I guess it isn't volleyball, because you don't throw the ball in volleyball, you hit it.
Hit you with that? I'm so sorry.
Well, the fact that she's not making any racial slurs, this is a good day for Rosie and Isara. Alright. Beach episode complete. Do I want to start episode 10 then? I might as well. Nowhere else to go, I mean.
We've been given orders for our next mission. The militia's taking back the city of Thousand.
Thousands, that big industrial city with all those Ragnite mines, right?
Yes. If we manage to reclaim it, it'll be a shot in the arm to Gallia's productivity.
Sounds good. So what's the plan, boss?
The militia will break up into squads and set up a perimeter around the city. Once that's set, Squad 7 takes the point. Here, look at this.
An armored rail vehicle?
Right. They installed it to defend their hold on the city. Now our mission is to destroy it.
Yeah, okay, so we destroy it. Any idea how we take on a beast like that? Gonna take a lot more than a pack of soldiers marching at it to do that, boss.
Don't worry. We've got some hefty support on this one.
Support? Like who?
You know that Darksons from Empire-held areas have been brought there, right?
I've heard stories, yes. That they're being used as forced labor in the Ragnite mines and weapons factories.
According to Captain Barat, one of the men in the camps is acting as our agent.
Here I get my hopes up and it's just some dark hair? Got any more great news?
You couldn't keep it together for long, could you,
What do
Rosie?
you mean by that?
I'm just saying, I hope this guy's not as stubborn as someone else we know.
It is a lot more playful now, though, than it used to be.
Stop judging people solely by your preconceptions. All Darksons are different.
It's not necessarily intent, though, it's how it's received, and Asara is not taking it.
Sure could have fooled me. I couldn't tell you dark hairs apart if I tried.
Okay, that's enough, Rosie.
I don't believe you have ever really tried, Rosie.
Friendship over again.
No, you just didn't.
Just drop it already.
You also just got the
We're soldiers.
40s equivalent
Do
of
our
an,
best.
oh no, she
The
didn't.
orders say work with a Darkson, we do. That said, I ain't making any promises if this guy turns out to be useless. Here?
Well, we can't know for sure until we meet him, but the mission hinges on him. We begin the march on Thousand at first light. The attack begins at sundown.
And anyway, I don't think we'll have to worry too much about the, Isara Welkin side of the love triangle for too long, because, as I predicted before, I think Isara is going to die at some point. I think she is going to die before the end of this game.
Oh, this stench is unbearable. Please, some food, sir. Even water would...
Yeah,
Keep your distance.
of course they smell bad. Look at the condition you're keeping them in. People get
Such a
smelly if
duck,
they
yeah.
can't bathe.
Filthy. Where is the one responsible for this hovel?
You rang?
So I'm guessing you're the guy, because I think I saw you in the intro vid.
I hear a worker in Sector D has been disobeying his work orders. Would you care to explain this infraction?
He's not disobeying you. He's been sick as a dog for a couple of days now. Folks from other camps working D sector have gotten sick lately too. One's in a coma. That's where they handle Ragnite Refinery. Sure the toxic exhaust's being handled right?
That's no concern of yours or mine. You animals need only be silent and obey.
Let's think of it this way. You drive them to death and the work stops getting done. That doesn't help you much, eh?
Good negotiator.
I'll let you know as soon as he can work. Think you could let him rest for now?
Very well. Have him return to work the minute he's able. And remember, no one would miss the likes of a few of you maggots.
See, Zaka seems like the kind of guy who can navigate this sort of situation. Okay. That looks like the actual mission, and I don't want to start a new story mission today, since we already had our beach episode. So instead, I'm going to try one of these skirmishes. Let's try the Vassal... Sure, easy. The Vassal Riverside.
You will now be briefed on the operation.
Is this going to have, a unique... We've received intelligence reporting Imperial activity in the area. This is your starting position. Sweep it quickly and drive their strike force back. Your objective is to occupy their base camp. Good luck. Yeah, very, very simple and clean. So yeah, I'll just place some units here. I think this is... What mission was it? This was the first bridge mission, I believe. But yeah, let's take... I like to look at their potentials while I'm choosing them. Okay, Imp Hater, but Coward, Extra Shot, New Master, or Nest Master, Meadow Bred. They're both Meadow Bred. I'm just gonna take Catherine. I don't know why I like her a lot, though. Alright, and... let's pick one more Shock Trooper to put here. Yeah, we'll do Wendy. And then you, I'm gonna give one of the engineers. Yeah, Claudia, we brought you on the last mission, but you didn't get to actually do anything. Okay, and we're gonna bring scouts because this is the group that's gonna be, like, really moving. So, we'll give you Ica, and we'll give you... Juno, I guess. Okay, let's deploy.
All right.
Yeah, just to, you know, get a little bit more gold and stuff.
Squad 7, move out.
I like that they actually have, like, unique... I mean, I don't know if I'd quite call it a cutscene, but it is, like, you know, it shows a thing like this or any other mission. It does treat it... And this is, I've never done this skirmish before. Skirmish 2, there's, like, different ones, so it does kind of feel like I'm still, like, taking on some sort of completion by doing this. So that feels nice. So I saw right away, just by looking at the map, how I wanted to handle this, which is to blow it up. Yeah, that felt good. And I don't see any other Lancers up there, so... yeah, just a Shock Trooper. This is looking like a pretty easy skirmish, not gonna lie. Alright, can we actually see you? Yes, we can. So I think we should be able to get a headshot in just fine. Okay. The way he was bobbing around and was around the corner, it seemed a little bit not clean, but I went for it anyway. Don't see any tanks around, so... how about we just... I think Alicia is actually my favorite character in the game. I don't know, I find myself using her and Ica, the scouts in general, but, like, especially her, a lot. Okay, so there are a lot more enemies here to worry about than I was giving credit for. But we just blew one of them up. Okay, and what? Yeah, use the scout for actual scouting. We got a tank that's coming up over here. So that's something to think about.
I'm on. After me, kiddos.
I like the potentials a lot too. There's just a lot of character to them. Okay. I want to position to take out this scout here.
Here I come.
Oh, didn't even have a chance. No chance. And I'm going to put you in here to kill the passers-by. Other than that, I think I'll let the rest of you guys wait it out, and instead I'll start moving some other scouts in along the way. Beach episodes are like a big thing, especially in anime, I know, and in games that like model themselves especially off of anime, like this one does. Okay. You're far away, but I'm gonna try it anyway. Okay. Nice. You are a shock trooper, so I didn't want to get too close and actually start taking damage from you. So I accepted the penalty of range there. Let's move Gino again. That was great. Oh, you did see me. I was hoping you wouldn't, but you did. Okay, that's too messy of a shot. We'll take the roof. And try and get you off the roof here. You're also a shock trooper. So as Ekamak was saying, it is especially dangerous with shock troopers because they hunch over. That even attacking them from behind, it's easy to hit their shoulders instead of their head. Like, the hitbox for their head is just that much smaller.
Right, here I go.
But taking out a lot of units there. I remember, yeah, My Hero Academia, it doesn't necessarily have to be a beach. It can be going for the grenades so that I don't have to worry about your evasion here. Yeah, I almost didn't notice you there, Mr. Scout. Stand you up here.
We're coming to help.
And... oh, right. Right, the allergies. Okay. Oh, no, I want you in this grass over here. Okay, can you make it? Yes, you can. Thank you. Okay, and there's a big crack on the wall. Looks like Link's supposed to put a bomb there. It doesn't literally have to be a beach. Like, My Hero Academia had a pool episode where they all used the pool. Them being in swimsuits kind of is... like, it can also be like a spring house. Oh man, point blank, but you're just not going for the head. Your mistake. And that's why Rosie's there. This is Rosie's alley. Probably my least favorite episode of the original run of My Hero Academia is the... did I say My Hero Academia? Oh, the original Last Airbender. Sorry, I'm not thinking about what I'm saying. Is the one with... they have their own beach episode. It's kind of also a parody of a beach episode, but it is still, make no mistake, a beach episode. Man, that's like in the way. I can kind of see the tank there. Okay, I'm gonna make a dumb, weird shot at the tank. That didn't work. That's okay. I wasn't really expecting it to.
Entering combat.
Okay, so still I don't really see any Lancers. So instead... what happens if I use the payload instead against the tank? Will that... is that better? I guess I'm more like was focusing the treads there then. Okay. There is a reason why I'm doing this.
Entering combat.
And one of the reasons is that I can't really see any Lancers to punish me for doing this. Yeah, let's go anti-shell now. I wish I could get all the way around this tank so that I could just hit the radiator and be done with it, but I can't. But yeah, there's an episode of Last Airbender with
Entering combat.
where Zuko and Azula and Mei and Ty Lee, the firebending group, go to the beach. Oh man, so close. Okay, I'm gonna turn myself towards that tank there so that there's no way it can get my radiator. Yeah, I was thinking if I could just destroy that tank, then turn around. Because, like, Lancers would be able to take care of this tank nicely, but I don't... The tough part is getting the Lancers past the tank because they're slow. Yeah, the episode The Beach, which is in Season 3 of Last Airbender, I liked it more later in my life. The first time I saw it, I was, like, furious with it. Because, one, I didn't really understand that it was, like, being a parody of Beach episodes, while still very much being a Beach episode. It's not, like, super gratuitous. I mean, again, it's just, like, the worst is that characters are wearing bikinis. I wouldn't say it really objectifies them at all, like, past that. Not trying to be a prude, just it felt really fluffy at a time where you're watching Last Airbender from week to week, waiting to see what happens. In the same episode, you see Aang and the gang fighting Combustion Man for the first time.
Just watch this.
And it cuts to that like maybe 3 times, but it's like a very short fight, and that part's like really exciting, but it's such a small amount of the episode. Okay, cool. And just like Azula felt like really out of character to me in that episode, because she is acting kind of out of character, but that's kind of part of the joke, is that like it shows how much of an incomplete person she really is, because you put her in a situation that like a teenager should be in, and she's kind of a spastic loser. Like they're playing volleyball and she's talking about like conquering everybody with their superior volleyball skills, and now how they are like masters of this beach. And it's impossible to take seriously. I get though that it doesn't really want to be taken seriously. So while it's still, and I mean the show had lots of funny moments, it almost felt at the time like they were completely breaking Azula's character to make these jokes. And they do, to their credit, try to use the episode to also examine things about the characters in a much more dramatic way than Valkyria Chronicles just now did. I would almost prefer the episode more though if they weren't just so like dramatic about it, because then they like point out their character flaws. They talk about like why, and it's the characters are like very, very self-aware. I felt at the time it's the most self-aware that any characters are in the history of that show. Like they just kind of like lay out all the reasons why characters act the way they do, where they're like, oh, I get it, Mei, you just act like this because your parents were very stern and you were only taken care of if you were quiet and minded your manners, so you're afraid to express yourself ever. Oh. This might put me in a bit of trouble here. I hope this kills. Okay. And let's take the flag. And like how Ty Lee, like, oh, you like love attention because you grew up with all these siblings, so now you want to be the center of attention all the time, which even seemed a little bit too harsh, because Ty Lee doesn't usually act like she wants a lot of attention. She usually is just doing her own thing. and being loosey-goosey, but it is true that, like, she likes being appreciated and likes people fawning over her a little bit. Please proceed to the audience hall. Cordelia awaits you. We got another, I wanted to say, condemnation, another commemoration. Let's see. Headquarters. It ends up being, like, an okay episode, but if I had to pick my least favorite Last Airbender episodes, that would be towards the bottom. Maybe not as low as, like, The Great Divide, because that episode just seems super pointless, but at least I felt like the characters were, like, mostly in character for that one, and it's, like, interesting to see Azula's, like, weird, like, social anxieties in any situation where she's not ruling people with an iron fist. Maybe it's just so uncomfortable to see Azula played for comedy because she's such a ruthless villain. Maybe that's part of it. You know, it's not filler. And honestly, even if nothing's happening in the plot, if you're taking time to, like, just let the characters be and spend time, filler can be a good thing. Like, this beach episode, you know, they mentioned Frederic, and I'm like, who's Frederic? Or Frederick, whichever way they pronounced it. I honestly really want to know. Training field, yeah. So even if, like, nothing is literally happening in the plot, filler doesn't have to be a waste of time. The Great Divide feels like the one episode where really nothing happens in Last Airbender. So, you know, they get a little bit closer to their goal, but that's just, like, geographical. You could have just had you could have just cut out that episode. Nobody would have cared how they got through the Great Divide because nobody would even know it was there. But it's kind of fun how that's, like, the joke of the episode, though. And I kind of think the whole, like, Jinwei Wei Jin thing is interesting. But now I'm just rambling about Last Airbender at this point. So, we'll do a little bit more weapon development. What did I... Oh, there are no extra developments, unless I want to put added effects on a rifle, which I don't. I'd rather save my money. Okay, so there's not a lot for me to increase anyway. Now, this is the one I'm really scratching my head on, because firepower is really good. Imagine if I could one-shot characters just by hitting their body instead, or I could maybe even one-shot Lancers more often then, or like ace characters. But accuracy helps me get those headshots, so I don't know, but I'm definitely... There's nothing unclear about upgrading a grenade. That's just a good plan, and the uniforms. Okay, good skirmish, good money, good development. Good beach episode, as far as beach episodes go.
All set for you, bro. It's done.
They're not my cup of tea, but they had their place. I like it a lot better than the Fire Emblem beach episodes, which just feel tacked on to me and really feel like they're there only to let people ogle at the characters. If you want to ogle at characters too, like, I'm not trying to shame you, but it just, I don't know. Rather than just, like, give you characters in swimsuits to ogle at, they write a fake mission around it, though, and then charge you the money for the DLC. That's how I feel about the Fire Emblem Beach DLC and Springhouse DLC. But I digress. I'm the Comic Foil, and next time we will actually start Chapter 10 in earnest. Until then, have yourself a good night. I could use a little bit of beach right now because it is really cold out, and I hate it. Winter sucks.